Yippee! Some more Beatles news. I love it when they announce a new release. Well, I'm assuming it's going to be a new release. There's a message, obviously, on the Beatles website, and it's a sort of blurry film with an apple. Now, I just don't know. Is it going to be something to do with Apple? I don't know. Maybe all of the Apple material. However, lots of people are suggesting, because the newsletter apparently came out saying about weight, that it's probably a reference to Rubber Soul. Maybe a deluxe edition of Rubber Soul. Of course, apparently Weight was going to be on the Help album. So perhaps it's a combination of Help and the Rubber Soul album. Or, who knows? I'm just going to have to wait, because apparently it's 17 hours or so to go before we hear. I bought all the previous deluxes anyway. Obviously the White Album, Sgt. Pepper, all those ones, Revolver. And I've been really waiting for the wonderful Rubber Soul. It's probably the best Beatles album as far as I'm concerned. It's one that I can quite easily play over and over again. Of course, I can play all of the Beatles albums. I thought maybe, possibly, a year-themed one. So we get a release of 1965. So a 1965 release, and that will include Help and Rubber Soul, and maybe a lot of material that all the bits and pieces off Anthology, all the bits and pieces off all the other previous different places. It will be brilliant just to have it in one place. I'm not really expecting any great surprise to come out of this. I suspect most of the tracks are going to be ones that we're familiar enough with. There may be some variations, bits and pieces, a bit of studio banter or something, who knows, those sort of things. They like to put all that sort of stuff in. Who knows, maybe some live recordings. I'm not certain. I have no idea. I am none the wiser for any of it. Lots of speculation all over the place. So the Beatles, Rubber Soul, perhaps tomorrow, might be announced. I don't know when it's going to come out. A lot of people suggesting maybe it'll be obviously for a Christmas release. I hope that's the case. Don't mind if it comes out now or then. It'll be fine. I'm looking forward to it. I will probably be going for, if they release it, of course, the double CD. I hope they do a double CD. They've done that in all the other previous ones. They've also come out, of course, generally with a massive special edition that's always way too expensive. I really can't justify spending lots of money on it. If it's £100, I think that's just a bit too much. I love all the songs, but am I going to play it more than a couple of times? Probably not. So I'm not going to go and buy that. But certainly a 2 CD set would be absolutely brilliant. It's got a few unusual outtakes, maybe some surprise tracks, like say some live recordings. I doubt if there's any new track that we've never, ever, ever, ever heard of. But who knows? That would be a surprise as well, wouldn't it? They might finally release the 6,000-minute version of some song or something that they've got tucked away in their archives. We will see. That's for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. Are you going to get it if it does come out? Are you a Beatles fan? I've always loved the Beatles. I would love to see a year format. Mainly because 1965, great year, but then 64, again, they could do some live recordings, they could put some this and that. Then, of course, the 63 one, because there's probably not a vast amount of material, and they didn't probably make lots and lots of, and some of this has been released already. But it would be nice to have it in a defined, perfect edition, with maybe the monos, whatever, stereo, American editions, and so on, all the various variations, all in one place. And that's would be really good. And also, of course, maybe if they go further back again to 62, then they could do 61, 62, etc. They could do maybe some other stuff, obviously the various Hamburg and those sort of things. Or the audition, possibly. I don't know. No idea. Will they ever release those in a really brilliant edition? I don't know. But, of course, there's still a few other ones that are missing that would be nice to see. Yellow Submarine. Maybe they could release that one in that sort of thing. Maybe there's not that much material. And also, of course, Magical Mystery Tour. Magical Mystery Tour comes to mind. That's another one that would be really good to see in a proper edition. A lot of people put comments saying they wouldn't buy it if it doesn't come with a Blu-ray. Maybe this is a time, finally, if people are listening, that they'd put it on a Blu-ray, because it would be great to have it on Blu-ray. I suspect the Blu-ray edition will be in the more expensive set, because it's just nice to have it, a real high quality Blu-ray, I think. Major fan of Blu-rays, but unfortunately Blu-ray editions are quite often very expensive, but they are obviously of a better quality, I think, than the CD ones. But that's it. Great news. Finally, maybe, hopefully, cross fingers, Rubber Soul is coming out from the Beatles. Please let me know what you think. Bye.